Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm live streaming my F1 2016 career mode finale, and we already have some chat. Bloodbird, hello. Is YouTube gaming easier than Twitch? I usually have OBS set up for Twitch, so I'm gonna say Twitch is easier for me just because I always have that set up. They're pretty much the same for setting up anyway in OBS. You just change the stream key, but I have a load of overlays specifically for Twitch already, so I kind of prefer that for that reason. Here we can see the screen. We are going to Abu Dhabi at the Yas Marina Circuit in this stream and video when it becomes video. We have an R&D event, and if we have a look at the report, what's he got for us? Let's see, drag, front wing end plates. So that upgrade from Brazil has come. Let's see what resource points we get then. We got two. We haven't even got enough for the fuel upgrade that I was gonna do for Bant, because I don't really care for the fuel upgrades. But let's go on to the ultra soft tyres for this qualifying session. I'm looking at all around. Still in the top 10, this is good. Although they want me to be third, which is less good. P8, come on, we can do this. Gaining on Rosberg. I'm not very good at Abu Dhabi. I mean, it's an alright track, but it just doesn't feel right to me, really. I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it. Anyway, we got like P16, so not great. Resource points, what have we got? We haven't got enough for the fuel upgrade. We're losing the rivalry now to Rosberg. Minus and minus. Yeah. Who is in the top 6?
Let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Nico Rosberg completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, and Raikkonen.
So that's our top 6 there, as I do every race, and this is the final time I'll be doing that on this game. Let's have a look at the strategy. So we're doing super soft, ultra soft. Seems pretty good. Might put a little bit of extra fuel on to run some more rich mix. There we go for the start of the race. I went to look at chat, which was a mistake. I've had a slow start, but it's faster than the torpedo. As I overtake Daniel Kvyat off the start of the race. Down into third. Oh, collision with Massa. Massa. But I've overtaken Grosjean, so I'm now P12. 2 positions outside of the points. Going to open up the dive bomb on Massa. I was going to say open up the options menu. I'm going to try and hang it round the outside of Bottas, and that gives me the inside line into this corner that I don't know the number of, and Bottas is still hanging it round my outside, putting it up into rich mix on the straight. This is a pretty good start, and I have kept P10 from him, and now I'm in the slipstream of 2 McLarens. Are going to go to the inside, and I just slipstream past the both of them. Are they going to try and dive bomb me? No, they're not. And I'm up into P8 behind Vettel and 3 other front runners as they're all battling, and they're going to go round the outside of the 2 Red Bulls here. Oh, one of them clips me. Oh, they've spun out. What? Was that my fault? Here we go. Let's watch. Yeah, he's sort of. I didn't swerve across there. He came across. And then that made him spin out because he caught my side pod, hit his teammate, and then caused a collision with the McLaren as well, and then almost come together with a manor there, and it's now raining outside. Okay, let's continue on with this race. Oh dear, what happened there? Right, I'm going to give that position back, and I've ghosted. Where am I going to be? 8th. Okay, that was bad from me at the end of the straight. I broke way too late. And it's only virtual safety car, so you don't have to trundle around for 3 laps or so, waiting for the safety car to make its mind that everything is clear, because it has to stay out for 3 laps usually. Even if the incident has been cleared, it will just stay out for 3 laps. It's really annoying in this game. But it should be okay. We'll the virtual safety car is ending. See, it's ending, so it only usually lasts half a lap, and now we are ending, and it's green. Can resume racing. I've got Bottas behind me. Let's go up into Rich Mix before I get embarrassed about my abundant lack of knowledge about corner numbers and which ones are which. But as we're now in the slipstream of Jenson Button once again on lap 2, gonna try and dive bomb down the inside close to Ricciardo. Don't have another collision with a Red Bull, and I've had to go wide, which allows Bottas and Button and Massa back through. I've pronounced it correctly that time. But I'm going to go up the inside this time of the cars so I don't cause any collisions, or nobody causes any collisions on me. I'm going to dive bomb the Red Bull. He's going to get the inside line for this chicane, but I'm going to get the inside line for the second part, and I've made the move on Daniel Ricciardo and up into P7. And I'm on the slower tyres as well, so I cannot believe that I'm actually faster than them at the moment. And expect that as I go wide, and that's going to allow Ricciardo back through. Gonna have to defend now to Button. Yes, we will get DRS on Ricciardo for the straight as we activate it now and fly along the straight. Gonna move to the left and brake for the chicane and semi-outbrake myself, lock up a little bit. Gonna try not to take too much curb and defend my position from Button this time, only losing the one position to Ricciardo instead of losing it to Ricciardo, Button and the two Williams. Braking later than Ricciardo into this corner, getting too much curb, going almost sideways, and again going a bit wide. That's going to allow Ricciardo back through. Let's go down into first gear, and I'm going to pull away with Rich Mix back down into standard so I don't use up too much fuel too early on in the race, and that's P7 for me. And we're allowing Bottas to get away at the moment. Looks like some people are pitting. Bottas is in the pits, it seems. So that's going to gift me P6 in the race. Down into fourth gear, overtaking Perez, who's going underneath me. And there goes Hamilton in P3. So, yeah, looks like I am very far down. The racing is a lot closer now. I've put it up to Master. I should have done this a few races before I did. But if I did think about it, then I forgot it and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't do it earlier, before Brazil. But it does make the interesting. At least it does make the interesting. It does make the racing for me a lot more interesting. I'm going to try and break the slipstream with him. He's going to try and do a dive bomb up the inside. No, he's not. Thought he was going to go for it. Oh no, I've gone wide. Hopefully I should get power out the corner with Rich Mix and everything. And Mercedes power unit. Going to keep the inside. Nearly went straight off there. He's going to have the inside. No, I've kept it. It's a bit wide. How are my tyres? Right, I'm going to box this lap. Too much multitasking going on here. Gone wide. Right, didn't collide with the bollard that time, so that's good. And I'll read chat now as we go into the pits. Oh dear, I've messed that up. Reading chat, yeah. So reading those two recent chat messages. Yeah, I know why Hockenheim wasn't there, because they haven't got the money for it, basically, because nobody went to the race last year in real life, I think. So they decided not to do it, and we'll come out P11 just behind Rio Haryanto. it bouncing over the curb, but I made the overtake. P9 now, overtaking both Manners. We're on fast tyres now, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up to Ricardo. You can see it's getting a lot darker now. I don't know if that's just because they're expecting rain, and those are rain clouds, or if it's just getting dark, but it does look a bit cloudy. Hopefully not rain, because I've just made a pit stop, and if it does start raining, then that's going to be annoying, because I could have saved a pit stop. Well, I probably couldn't. I would have lost more time probably going really slowly around the track. But I do hope I can catch up to Ricardo in the next few laps, because I am on much fresher, much newer tyres than he will be on. Oh, somebody's in the pits. Who's that? Sainz. Okay, this undercut has worked very nicely for me. Way ahead. I say way ahead. I'm a bit ahead of Sainz. Quite a bit more than I was. Well, he's going to try and hang it around the outside here. I think that's how he overtook me earlier, just before I came into the pits. Oh, and I've locked up. I guess my tyres are a couple laps older than his. And he's overtaken me, so that's P9 for me. There's a long train of cars queuing up behind Rio Haryanto in P10. He's going to hopefully get a point for him. And for me, because that means he holds everyone up. And we're about to start the final lap of career mode for this game. The final lap at Abu Dhabi, with cloudy skies above. And now along the straight, Rio Haryanto's still in 10th. Is he going to lose his position now on DRS? I hope not. Rio, come on, Rio Haryanto. You've got Mercedes power unit. Survive the straights. I hope Rio Haryanto gets a point, because that would just be too... No, Naza's overtaken him. Oh, Haryanto's back. No, it's Naza. Haryanto. Come on, Haryanto. Quick. You may not have completed a full season in real life, but you could score a point. Hopefully. Oh, now it's Marcus Ericsson. Now it's Palmer. There's just a big battle of the slow people. Slow people. Well, they are in slow cars, so we'll give them that. Anyway, round the final corner of F1 2016 career to take our final finish of the game, P9. Well, there we go. It's been a bad first race. Hello, my random mind. Welcome to the end of the stream, basically. There's nothing wrong. Anyway, let's skip that. So the final results, let's have a look. Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, Perez, Vettel, Raikkonen, Bottas, Ricardo, Sainz, me and Naza rounding out the top 10. Palmer at P11 and Verstappen P12 after his crash. And if we go to the final Drivers' Championship positions, we have Rosberg, Hamilton, me, Vettel, Ricardo, Bottas, Raikkonen, Bottas even. Perez makes his way up to P8 and Verstappen down in P9. He hasn't done very well overall in the drivers. Constructors, yes, Force India P2 with about half the points that Mercedes has got. Basically, I carried the team. This is it. I can't believe it's been an entire year since the previous game came out, pretty much. I think it actually has been an entire year since the previous game came out, because it came out a week earlier than the Belgian Grand Prix last year. But yeah, this is it. Thanks to everyone who came out and everybody who has watched the video afterwards. I do appreciate anybody who has watched either the video or the stream. But this is the end now, so thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.